Hello, everybody. I think we can all agree that sharks are pretty scary looking creatures, right? Well, what if I told you that humans actually hunt millions and millions of sharks each year? Sharks are usually portrayed as these terrible and scary beasts, and although they are natural hunters, but they are also amazing creatures that should be respected and not feared. They add a lot of value to the ocean and they play their own part in keeping the balance. Many species of sharks are going extinct because of lack of regard for their lives. In this speech, I will explain the dangers of sharks going extinct. Then I will be telling my audience why the sharks are so important to the world. I will also be addressing the popular misinterpretations that are made about sharks. The Journal of Marine Policy revealed that humans kill 100 million sharks every year, and sharks kill 129 people every year. So, sharks are not as dangerous as these movies and TV shows portray them to be. Really, sharks are in the middle of the ocean and like to remain unbothered, and although they are predators, that is the role that they play in their environment, but they are very valuable. Without them, we would not have equilibrium in the sea. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that because they are these big scary predators that they do not add any value, but in fact they add a lot of value because these predators are necessary in almost every single environment. But the reason why the shark is being hunted at such large amounts is that because there's this fin soup that is made specifically out of their fins, and it is served as a delicacy in China. It started off not that popular. It was only consumed by a few people, which meant that only a few fins were sold for consumption. But now it has become very, very popular, which has increased the demand for fins of these fish. The shark keeps the sea at equilibrium. So if the sharks leave, then that would completely change the life of every single animal in the sea, therefore impacting us as well. Because we are the ones that are fishing, we are the ones that are eating the fish. So it will affect us in our selection. And then it will also affect marine life, and it will affect the coral reefs immensely as well. And on top of that, sharks do not reproduce offspring in large amounts like other fish. Other fish reproduce thousands and thousands of fish, but in reality, sharks only reproduce a few offspring that actually survive. And it takes a long time for them to actually be fertile. So killing one shark is like killing a whole lineage of sharks. The demand for shark fins is not going down anytime soon. If anything, it keeps rising. And at these rates, sharks would just not survive. These sharks are not protected, and many people do not care. I know that it is not that appealing to save the sharks because they are not big and fluffy, but we have to save them. We have to protect them because they are animals in our environments. And we should be cautious with them, and we should value them and know what they bring to the table, because they do bring something to the table. It is not that appealing to help an animal that doesn't really seem like it needs saving, but in fact it does need saving. These apex predators need protection. And you would think that because of their size and their ability to kill, that they would be able to fight off the fishermen easily, but in fact, these sharks are no competition compared to the technology that has been developed in order to kill them. And although sharks are predators, they still deserve protection. And like all predators in all environments, they play an important role in keeping the environment at equilibrium and perfect balance. The numbers show that if we do not fight against the illegal fin trade, then eventually all sharks will be extinct and we will have none left. There have been sharks in the world since before the dinosaurs existed. We should not let this technology kill an animal that has been around for so long. As citizens of the world, we should fight to protect these animals. And I know it seems like a lost cause because they are being hunted by the millions every single year, and a lot of money goes into the hunt for them. But in fact, there's a lot we could do right now. And it seems pretty simple. If you see the shark fin soup on a menu in a fancy restaurant, don't buy it. Just don't buy it. And I promise you that will have a tremendous impact, because if the demand for the fins goes down, then they will not be hunted in such overwhelming amounts. And then another thing we could also do is that we could fight and demand our governments for international protection of all the species of sharks before they get hunted into extinction. Because there are some sharks that are protected, but not all of them are protected. And this is a big fault, because there are still a lot of sharks that are being hunted. Sharks are amazing creatures that are valuable and needed in our ocean. Let's stand up for these animals because they need our help. They need our help. They really do. And I know it seems like they don't, and this seems like a random cause, but in fact, it would be a great loss to the world to lose these animals. And the reason why I'm so passionate about it is that because we could still stop it. There is still time to stop this. There is still time. So let's not wait until there are 1 million sharks left in the world, or 100 million sharks left in the world. Let's start now, that there are so many species still alive. There are species that are just not seen anymore, that you just don't see them in the oceans anymore. And it is possible that they could have gone extinct. But since the scientists have not discovered that much of the ocean, they cannot be sure. But we need to wake up. We need to start treating our earth differently. For help. So let's stand up for these animals. Let's stand up for them. Let's fight for them. I know that it's not appealing to help the animal that's eating all the rest of the other animals, but this animal is needed. He creates equilibrium. He keeps the sea at a good balance. And if the shark is gone, then there is no equilibrium. Then it will be lost. And then there will be detrimental costs to pay. And we will see marine life being impacted negatively immensely. So we need to wake up. We are in time to save them. There are still plenty of species of sharks in the world. But if we keep hunting them at the rate that we are hunting them, there will be none left. So let's make a difference. Let's fight against this illegal fin trade that is going on, that is impacting the marine community so much. Let's change this. Let's make it better. That is all. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.